Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how to do like a professional type blow dry. So I'm going to be starting with the BioSilk to make sure I'm protecting my hair from the heat tools that we're going to be using today. So I'm mostly just focusing putting the BioSilk on the ends. You don't want to put it like towards the scalp because since the BioSilk is like kind of like an oil, it could make your scalp look greasy. And since you have freshly clean hair, you want to focus on the ends. So now we're going to just start blow drying our hair. I'm kind of pulling the hair the opposite way that it's gonna fall, because if you pull your hair the opposite way or like push it up, it's gonna help give you that volume that that you normally would want when you get a blow dry. So I'm just pushing the hair the opposite way and blow drying it up and out. So that's kind of what you want to focus on. And when you are, if you will try this hairstyle, just make sure you start at the scalp because you want your scalp to be dry first. And really focusing on pushing it the opposite way. So just make sure you're always blow drying away from where it's normally going to go. And then once it's pretty much dry, you want to give your scalp a shot of cold. Most hair dryers have like a cold button, and the cold button is what will lock in that volume. So make sure you just hit the cold on all parts of your scalp, again going away from or pushing your hair the opposite way that it normally lays. I hope I'm making sense, but you can kind of see what I'm doing. And now just go for it and just blow dry all the rest of your hair. So I'm just going around making sure that I have all of my hair dry. And I have really thick hair, so it takes me a long time to dry it. So I had to speed it up because or else we'd be sitting here for over an hour. And as you can see, I'm just using a brush, and this is like a natural bristle brush, so it's good for your hair. It doesn't cause breakage. So if you are going to be using a brush, just make sure that it's natural, so your hair won't like break, because my hair is bleached, so I try to use as much natural products as I can. And yeah, my hair, see, I thought it was dry, but no, still wet. Once it's dry, you just want to brush it all out, make sure you don't have any tangles. And I think after this, I even had to blow dry it a little bit more. And all of a sudden, you'll see it's dry, and I changed my shirt. The shirt says "Be a Mermaid" on it. I was wearing my robe, but I got hot in my robe, so I decided to change to a shirt. Okay, so now you're going to be using Velcro rollers and a curling iron. The curling iron that I'm using is the biggest curling iron from Conair. It's, you know, really inexpensive. It's Conair, but it works great. It gets super hot, and I've dealt with a lot of curling irons before. So what I'm doing with the Velcro rollers is I'm taking the first section out of my hair, the first section from my hair, and I'm just using the curling iron and rolling it back. It's okay if you have some pieces fall down, like I did, because I have layers in my front section, but I just go back and I just pick them up and I leave that end out that I already curled, and I just curl it back. It's hard to do a voiceover. I feel like I'm talking super fast. So then I just let it go, and you're taking your Velcro roller and you're just gathering it up, rolling it back away from your face. Make sure you're, see, I kind of held it down and then I'm rolling it back. That is what works best because it'll give you the most volume. And don't be intimidated by Velcro rollers. They're very inexpensive, really easy to find. They have them at like Target, Walmart, Walgreens. Velcro rollers are super easy, and don't be intimidated by them because they're super easy to use. So I'm basically just doing like a mohawk section. So now I'm doing the second one, and I'm doing the same thing. I'm curling my hair back. I'm trying to get in focus here. It was hard because my hair is really long and I look really funny. So I'm holding the curling iron up and back. And I'm doing the front, like the top section first, because this is like the area when you have a blow dry, you want it to have the most volume is on top. So I always just do that first so it can really stay in the Velcro roller for a bit and really set. You want it to cool down and set in the roller, so then you'll have a lot of volume. Okay, so now I'm doing it again. I'm bringing my hair front away from my face and curling it up and back. And you can, if you don't have these little pin curl clips that I'm using, you could also use a bobby pin. It works just as good. And that's how it's looking so far. So now I'm on the third roller. And once again, taking it up with the Conair curling iron. And I'm kind of holding the ends as I do it, because if you let the ends go, your hair might easily just slip out of the curling iron. Or at least that's what happens to me. So it's good to kind of hold the ends as you're curling. I just love wearing my hair like this because it's like fun and it's like kind of like natural. And people actually ask me if I actually got my hair done at the salon that day, and I'm like, no, just did it myself. So at least, you know, that's nice. It's a good compliment. So now I'm just rolling it back, and this one should be like at the crown of your head, and clipping it in. And that's how it's looking so far. It's okay if it's a little bit messy. Like the rollers don't have to be perfect because we're going to be taking them out anyway. And now I'm just taking another section that's on the side of my crown. And I have shorter layers at the top of my head, so these pieces are a little bit easier to curl. I'm just holding that in place, bringing it down. And don't like brush through it. I did a little bit, but don't brush through it too much because you want it to stay hot when you're rolling it up. And then clipping it. So now I have one on one side and I'm doing one on the other side. And don't worry, we're not going to be doing our whole head full of rollers. That would actually take a while. I just do this top part. This is the last roller that I'm going to be using. So yeah, you can see that I held the end and then brought it back. I was kind of in pain with my arms because it takes a while, so I was trying to smile to disguise the pain. But it's alright. And now last roller, bringing it back. I know it's kind of like old-fashioned looking to do this, but honestly, like whatever works. Like this works for me, so try it if you want. And that's it. That's all of the rollers that we're going to be doing. I just give it a good spray and we're just going to let that set. So now for the rest of our hair, we're just going to be curling it with the curling iron. And the way that I like to curl my hair when I do this is I like to go in opposite directions, go back and then forward. So yeah, what I was saying was don't like comb through the hair. You want to just let it set. And so now this one I'm doing it towards my face. And you can see, again, I have to hold my ends a little bit so it doesn't get, so it doesn't slip out. Okay. And now this one I'm going back. So as you can see, you just go opposite directions, front and then back, front and then back. And you really shouldn't hold the curling iron on there for too long, just like 5 seconds. I mean, for like a Conair, you know, curling iron, this one gets really hot, so I really like this curling iron. And yeah, you can kind of get what I'm doing now, just going back and front each way. Trying to get myself in focus again. So now I'm moving on to the other side, and this one I started towards my face, just to, you know, like change it up. It's really hard not to brush through it like right after, because I know this isn't going to be a look with tight curls. It's going to be really wavy, really bouncy. So I just let the heat kind of stay in there and set. And you can even see on the other side that I already did, the curls were starting to fall. So it's good to just kind of give it a light spray. Oh, and the hairspray that I was using is just a medium hold. You don't want to use something that's like a really strong hold, because then you can't really brush through it at the end. You don't want the hair to be really crunchy. So use like a light hold or a medium hold. That works best for me. And I'm just finishing up curling. And this look is actually fairly easy to do. It looks like it was a lot of work and it looks like you used the round brush, but it's a lot easier than you think. Now I'm just going through it, making sure that I didn't miss any pieces, because if you've curled your hair before, you know you've done it. I've done it. So I always go through and I'm like, ugh, did I miss pieces? I'm over it. But we're almost done. And I'm like, what is going on? I just gotta check to make sure. Give it a good spray. And I think some of the pieces on the other side, they were curled, but they might have just fallen down. So I just gave it one extra little curl. Held it in there for a little bit. And then I let it go. And now the best part is taking down these rollers, because it's so much fun. And that was my boyfriend's mom who just walked through. So I'm taking down all the rollers, and the way I take them down is I kind of just pull them out. Super easy. Sometimes I'll like twist it down a little bit, but you can see it gave me a lot of volume in the back. And the best part is taking this front one down. Yes, and now I put it back into, not normal speed. This was a little bit slowed down, so you can see how much volume it gave me. And this is just a really good technique. I love the way that it turns out. I feel like it looks really, you know, professional, and it's fun, and it's just cute. So yeah, I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys try this look. Don't be intimidated by the rollers, as they're a lot easier to use than you think. So yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys try this look. Let me know if you do. You can tag me in a picture on Instagram if you try it so I can look, and yep, that's all.